there are circumstances in which the federal or central police have to act. Terrorism is too serious a matter to be dealt with lightly, and therefore every country which is a federal system allows its federal or central police to act in certain extraordinary circumstances. The original NCTC order was a tighter, stronger order, but because of opposition from some states, the government agreed to take it out of the IB and also modified the powers that are proposed to be vested in the NCTC. But if even that is opposed, I'm afraid it will only mean that we are not serious about fighting terrorism. I must caution the people that if this is the attitude that we will take towards fighting terrorism, this country will bleed from time to time. NCTC was necessary, is necessary not today, it was necessary 2 years ago. If I had brought it along with the amendment to the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act, along with NIA Act, along with the MAC, in say December 2008, NCTC would have passed. But since we were able to formulate the NCTC only a year after the 2711, I'm afraid the kind of seriousness that we should give to NCTC is lost. And I deeply regret that a couple of chief ministers have opposed the NCTC even in the present modified version.
So some of the Congress chief ministers have opposed the structure of NCTC.
No.
Also, it's a quite a diluted form now.
No Congress chief minister, to the extent that I was in the auditorium and heard them, oppose the NCTC. And the present form is a much modified form. And even if this NCTC is to be opposed, I'm afraid, as I said, the country will pay a price from time to time.
Karnataka's chief minister in his written speech has said that there should be some safeguards.
He only talked about safeguards. He's not opposing the NCTC. Whatever safeguards, we can sit and ask him what safeguards are required, what has been done. But to oppose the NCTC, I think is unfortunate. I think it's wrong.
Sir, Gujarat CM Narendra Modi has said that after winning 2 Lok Sabha seats in Gujarat by-election, he said that this is ultimatum to UPA government for 2014.
You win with what kind of candidates do you win? You win with a candidate who's a defector and who was accused by him of a gun-toting politician. You win with him. Fine, people have voted the BJP. I have no complaint. I congratulate the BJP for winning the by-election. But I don't think this is something about which you need to be proud of, be that as it may. I think the Gujarat Chief Minister and some other BJP leaders are interfering with the CBI investigation. It is the CBI, under directions from the Supreme Court, which is questioning certain people. If one of them who's being questioned is a former police officer of Gujarat or currently a serving officer of IB, that's the CBI's decision. And this is a court-monitored investigation. Why accuse the government of India or the Congress party? On the contrary, such statements are a gross interference with the CBI's investigation, intended to derail the investigation, intended to ensure that the truth does not come out. So I take serious exception in statements that have been made over the last 2 or 3 days, questioning the CBI's investigation of the Ishrat Chauhan case.
Mr. Modi says that the NCPC meet became a ritual. There is no seriousness in this meet.
This is not a meet on NCTC, this is a meet on internal security. It's not a ritual. Many chief ministers have taken it seriously. The Karnataka chief minister made a very thoughtful speech. The Assam chief minister made a very wise speech. The Chhattisgarh chief minister made a very responsible speech. To call it a ritual will mean all other chief ministers are also taking it as a ritual. I think he's not doing justice to his fellow chief ministers.
अच्छा सर, उन्होंने ये भी कहा है कि 10 साल का जो इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी में बैठक हुई है उसकी व्हाइट पेपर आना चाहिए और बातें होती हैं राष्ट्रीय सुरक्षा की लेकिन एक्शन दिखता है राजकीय सुरक्षा।
No, please remember, from 1st of December 2008 until 1st of July 2012, every single month on the first of the day I presented a report, and maybe you didn't take my report seriously. It's there in writing. It's there in writing, a monthly account of what we are doing on internal security, a monthly account of what the Home Ministry had done. You compile all those reports, that itself is half the white paper that he's asking. The action taken reports presented after every Chief Minister's internal security conference is the remaining half of the white paper. All of that is put together, it is a white paper. And I have no doubt the Home Ministry will put together a document and present it to him.
और उसके साथ साथ हर 22 मई को यूपीए अपनी जो रिपोर्ट है वो लोगों के समक्ष रखती रही है। 2005 से लेकर 2013 की जो सारी रिपोर्ट्स हैं उसमें जो आंतरिक सुरक्षा से जुड़े हुए चैप्टर हैं, अगर गुजरात के मुख्यमंत्री उनको अपने संज्ञान में ले ले तो अपने आप में पूरा श्वेत पत्र है।
Every month. So many people speak at the same time.
सरकार को मैच फिक्सिंग रोकने के लिए कानून बनाने का समय है, लेकिन टेरर के खिलाफ एक लॉ बनाने is not serious about terror. उनके पास समय नहीं है लॉ डेडिकेटेड लॉ बनाने।
You want an answer first or you want an answer in Hindi first? First the answer. The unlawful, he will answer in Hindi. The Unlawful Activities Prevention Act was amended immediately after 26/11 in December 2008. And that is adequate legal basis for anti-terror activities. What we now need is instruments to implement the law. One instrument was MAC. Remember, last year and the year before last, MAC was ridiculed. Today I was happy to know that the Chief Minister of Gujarat is praising MAC.
Yes, sir.
MAC was operationalized by me after I took over on 1st of December. That is one instrument. NIA was the second instrument. And the third, and I maintain the most important instrument, is NCTC. You want an anti-terror law, you want to strengthen anti-terror laws. Actually, he should be plain. He wants to bring back TADA and POTA. Why doesn't he say so? I want POTA back. The Congress party, the UPA, is totally opposed to POTA. In Parliament, when I moved the amendment in December 2008, they wanted two provisions of POTA to be incorporated, and I said, I'm sorry, we can't do it. Parliament endorsed our stand and passed the amendments without the two pernicious provisions of POTA. The Chief Minister of Gujarat must candidly say, we want POTA back. And the UPA will candidly say, we are opposed to POTA. The laws are there. What we need is an instrument, and the instrument we need today is a strong NCTC.
जैसा कि वित्त मंत्री ने कहा, बहुत ही दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण बात है कि राष्ट्रीय सुरक्षा जैसे संवेदनशील और संगीन विषय के साथ सियासत की जा रही है। कानून में प्रावधान है, स्पष्ट प्रावधान है, जिनके तहत आतंकवाद से लड़ाई लड़ी जा सकती है। लड़ाई लड़ने के लिए जरूरी ये है कि आप ऐसे औजार तैयार करें जिससे वो कानून क्रियान्वित हो सके। ये कांग्रेस की सरकार थी, यूपीए की सरकार थी, जिसने मल्टी एजेंसी सेंटर को क्रियान्वित किया। और अब जब एनसीटीसी बनाने की बात हो रही है और संघीय ढांचे में जो भी राज्यों के ऑब्जेक्शंस थे उनको संज्ञान में लेते हुए एक ऐसा मसौदा तैयार किया गया है जो संघीय ढांचे की के प्रतिकूल है, उसके अनुकूल है, उसका भी विरोध करना या उसको भी उसमें भी दोष निकालना, ये राष्ट्रीय सुरक्षा के साथ खिलवाड़ है। और ये बहुत ही दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण बात है कि अगर ऐसे मुद्दों के ऊपर आम राय नहीं बनेगी तो इस देश में जो घटनाएं हैं, आतंकवादी घटनाएं हैं, उनको रोकने के लिए सरकार के पास औजार नहीं होंगे। मुद्दे की बात यह है, बुनियादी बात यह है कि गुजरात के मुख्यमंत्री पोटा और टाडा वापस लाना चाहते हैं और यूपीए की सरकार और कांग्रेस पार्टी स्पष्ट तरीके से उसका विरोध करती है। 2008 में जब यूपीए के कानून में प्रावधान किया गया था, संशोधन किया गया था, उस समय ये कोशिश की गई थी कि पोटा के कुछ जो प्रोविजंस हैं उसमें शामिल किए जाए। सरकार ने उनकी बात नहीं मानी और संसद ने सरकार की बात के ऊपर मोहर लगाई। तो इसलिए जरूरत आज इस बात की है कि आप उन औजारों को सुदृढ़ बनाएं जिनसे आतंकवाद के खिलाफ लड़ाई लड़ी जा सकती है।
मोदी ने सीधे तौर पर कहा कि केंद्र सरकार को पंचायत पर भरोसा है, राज्य सरकार पर भरोसा नहीं है।
अभी आप 2 साल लगाते हैं पैसा देने में और पंचायतों को डायरेक्ट।
I mean, what kind of an argument is this? Every rupee that we have given under the modernization of police force has been given to the state government. IAP funds are given to the state government, and the 3-member committee which implements IAP consists of the district collector, the district SP, and the district forest officer. There is a commissioner at the state government level who supervises the IAP program, which is the program concerning internal security where funds have not been entrusted to the state government. You can make these sweeping statements. You must give particulars, you must give instances, and I will answer every one of them. Every rupee concerning internal security is given to the state government.
सरकार समस्याओं से भागती रहती है, नई नई एजेंसीज बनाती रहती है, उसके बाद उसको कमजोर करती है।
Where is Nai agency? I want to know. What is the Nai agency? MAC was announced earlier but was not operationalized. When I took over, I found MAC had not been operationalized. So we passed an executive order operationalizing MAC, and today you have our fiercest critic, the Chief Minister of Gujarat, praising MAC. So that is vindication that MAC was necessary and what we have done is right. Point number 2, we set up NIA. Now, is anyone opposing NIA? You heard the Chief Minister of J&K thanking NIA for bringing out the truth of the Liaquat case. So everybody wants the NIA. So NIA is a vindication that we have. What other agency have we created? The only other instrument we want created was the NCTC, and that is being opposed. So there's no Nai agency. We're not creating a multiplicity of agencies.
There is an allegation. Sir, he made a particular allegation that there is a person in NAC, National Advisory Council, who is a relative of Red Moist, who was in jail and who was released.
This is an old story. Please remember, you guys have published it several months ago. This is one Mr. Harsh Mander, who left Gujarat because he could not carry on his NGO activities in Gujarat. He left Gujarat. He runs an NGO in which at some level, in the district level or whatever, there's a lady who was heading that organization for a while, whose husband is supposed to have Naxal links. Now, what does that got to do with the NAC? I mean, does NAC go into the history of every organization and who heads it at some district level and whose husband or whose brother or whose sister? I mean, what has this got to do with NAC? If there are any questions, Mr. Modi should call Mr. Mander and ask him. And Mr. Mander will tell him what is happening in Gujarat also.
और इसके साथ साथ ये भी जरूरी है कि ये सवाल किन की तरफ से आ रहे हैं। एक ऐसे ही सरकार की तरफ से आ रहे हैं जिस सरकार ने उच्चतम न्यायालय में हलफनामा दायर करके ये बात स्वीकार की है कि हमारे प्रदेश में फर्जी मुठभेड़ हुई है और उस फर्जी मुठभेड़ों का मुआवजा दिया है, तो उनकी तरफ से ये बात आ रही है।
मानी जो उपचुनाव के जो नतीजा है
Can we expect a change in the two-pronged strategy, Mao's strategy emanating? Can we expect anything on that?
You see, there is a meeting later in the evening, the Home Minister is taking with the Chief Ministers of the affected states. I spoke to Chief Minister Chhattisgarh now. And then there is an all-party meeting on the 10th on this very subject. The government's policy remains a two-pronged policy. The Prime Minister said so in his opening statement today. It is a two-pronged policy. You must have development, you must also have police action or security forces action. But where will the emphasis be in a given place at a given time will depend upon the situation. I've explained it so many times. In some places it's possible to start with development, follow it up with police action. In some places it's possible only to start with police action and follow it up with development. In Bastar, for example, what development can you attempt if nobody can even enter the area? But the policy of the Government of India is a two-pronged policy, development and police action. There is no dilution in that policy.
ये उपचुनाव के जो नतीजा है गुजरात के
वो कैंपेन का हेड बनाया जा सकते हैं मोदी और अडवाणी जी का जो मोदी और शिवराज चौहान को लेकर कंपैरिजन है उस पर आप टिप्पणी करें।
देखिए, इसके बारे में टिप्पणी पहले की जा चुकी है। आपके भाजपा की जो कहानी है पिछले 9 साल की, उस परिवार में गृह युद्ध चल रहा है और ये सब उसी के अलग अलग परिणाम हैं। अब वो किसको क्या बनाते हैं ये उनका फैसला है। कांग्रेस पार्टी या यूपीए की सरकार अपनी नीतियों के बलबूते पर, जो हमने काम किया है उसके बलबूते पर, और जो हमारा इस देश के बारे में एक विजन है उसको लेकर जब 2014 में चुनाव आएगा लोगों के बीच जाएगी।